A shock evacuation saw BBC Breakfast pulled off the air this morning. BBC viewers were left confused when hosts Charlie Stayt and Naga Munchetty vanished from the airwaves during their broadcast on Friday. The incident happened during a segment celebrating 20 years since the last flight of Concorde. Viewers were watching historical footage of Concorde enthusiasts watching the plane land for the last ever time before the show cut to a reporter providing an update on the ceasefire in Gaza at about 8:44 a.m. But as the reporter was talking from Beirut, the graphics running along the bottom of the screen was still related to the Concorde report. BBC Breakfast fans were confused and took to X, formerly Twitter, to find some clarity, as reports Birmingham Live. One viewer said, "At breakfast, why am I now watching your world news program? No explanation, just cut to world news for no reason." One added, "When the feed from BBC Breakfast inadvertently cuts to the world news feed during a report on Concorde, but the original graphics keep going." One said, "Hope everyone in #breakfast studio is okay and it's just a technical glitch." Another asked, "What's happened to BBC Breakfast? We have BBC News on?" And another wrote, #breakfast where have you gone? When they returned to screens about 15 minutes later, Naga said, "You're returning to BBC Breakfast? Apologies, we had an evacuation in the building but we are back now with you." Naga later explained there had been a fire alert in the studio. One viewer, whose dad had been set to appear on the program, took to X to say, "Oh God, they had to evacuate BBC Breakfast and cut away from the show 10 seconds before my dad was due to appear on air. Rather hilarious. What are the odds? The show is back on air now." Elsewhere on the show, there was also the latest on the Dublin riot from Ireland correspondent Sarah Gervine and Lisa Webb from Which? And retail expert Kate Hardcastle also featured to speak about whether shoppers will actually find any bargains on Black Friday today.